After everything, Xiaomei told Jason that Sang Biao was a human trafficker and that her father and sister had been captured by him. Upon hearing this, Jason immediately decided to rescue her family. The next day, they went to Sang Biao's office, and while he was caught off guard, they snatched his gun and pressed it against his neck. Just as Jason was looking for information, Sang Biao calmly mentioned that Xiaomei's father was on his way. Jason was a bit confused, and then realized that Xiaomei had been lying. At that moment, Xiaomei's father walked in, revealing that he was the real mastermind behind everything. And Xiaomei didn't want to see her father getting deeper into trouble, so they want to use Jason to stop him. But just then, another scarred man rushes in and starts beating up Jason, giving the villain a chance to knock Jason out. At that moment, the police arrive, but the villain accuses Jason of breaking into a private residence. So the sheriff has no choice but to take Jason back to the station. When Jason wakes up, he tells the sheriff what happened. And the sheriff, believing in Jason's character, gives him 12 hours to solve the case himself. Then Jason arrived at the dock and saw that the container with the hostages was about to be shipped away. He took a running leap and jumped onto the container. At that moment, the driver noticed him and tried to knock him off using a billboard, so Jason quickly jumped onto the bus below. When the bus came to a stop, a few of the henchmen surrounded him, and seeing this, Jason had no choice but to start fighting. Okay, just finished dealing with that. Here they come again, a group of henchmen, cornering him in the car. After all the problems were solved, Jason drove a nearly scrapped car to chase the truck. After chasing for a whole night, he finally saw the truck, but the car was too broken. After Jason's whole night of ravage, it completely broke down. At this time, an agricultural plane flew past him, and Jason instantly had an idea. He threatened the driver to take him to chase it. Sure enough, flying is fast, he quickly caught up to the truck. Jason leaped out of the plane, opened his parachute, and landed steadily on top of the truck. Then he broke the window and jumped inside. With one kick, Jason kicked the driver aside and took control of the truck. Seeing this, the villain picked up a shotgun and started firing at Jason, but his aim was so terrible that he didn't hit a single hit. Then he jumped onto the truck, and the two of them started fighting in the driver's cabin. After that, Jason parked the truck in a safe place and was just about to breathe a sigh of relief when Xiaomei's father pressed a gun to his head. He forced Jason to the edge of a cliff. Jason surprisingly comes out unscathed, but Xiaomei's father collapses. It turns out that Xiaomei shot him from behind. She just couldn't stand her father's endless wrongdoing, so she chose to betray him for the greater good. In the end, Jason successfully rescues all the kidnapped hostages, and from then on, he and Xiaomei live a blissfully happy life together.